Planet Hollywood Duisburg. This is your planet.
Hi, I'm Diggy from Planet Hollywood, and I'm sitting here with Robert Englund, a.k.a. Freddy Krüger. Hey, Robert, how are you?
Hey, Diggy. Pretty good.
This weekend you are in Dortmund on the movie days. Are you excited about it?
Yes, it's going to be a nightmare in Dortmund.
How do you prepare for the role, Freddy Krüger? Does it take long for you to get into character?
Well, you know, when I worked on the original film back in 1984, I was getting the makeup on about the third or fourth day, and it took 4 or 5 hours back then. And in walks this beautiful young actress, Heather Langenkamp, and this beautiful young actor, Johnny Depp. And they sit down, and they were two of the handsomest people you've ever seen. They didn't need makeup, and they were getting makeup, and they had little fans, and they were being pampered by the makeup girl. And there I was, getting basted with KY jelly, and I was all itchy under the makeup, and I was wondering myself, that if I made a mistake doing this damn movie, you know, is this going to hurt my career? And I looked over, and I envied them. They were younger than I was. I was in my early 30s. They were like 19 years old, and they had their whole careers ahead of them. And I looked over at them, and I was jealous, and I was full of envy. And I said, I can use that. That's what I'll use to play Freddy, because Freddy hates the young. Freddy kills the young because they have a future and he doesn't. So that's how I discovered the little piece of the little click that I would use every time I had to really get angry on camera.
Cool. We actually have one of the original bladed gloves right here. It will be displayed in our Planet Hollywood restaurant in Duisburg. How many of these gloves did you use in your career?
Well, I'm not sure exactly, because sometimes we use the same gloves. This is what's known as a hero glove.
Do you recognize the glove?
Yeah, I do. This is a hero glove. Now you can see how sharp it is. So this would have been used if I was cutting fabric or one of the girls' dresses. And this one also it would catch the light. It's one of the real ones that tears. But I recognize one of the things you can tell that makes them original is the little red thing here, because it's a gardening glove. Oh. Freddy, it's like that tightens the glove, but this was originally a gardening glove. I love it because it's a very primitive weapon. You know, Freddy made it in his workshop. You know, I think this is the one from Dream Child, which is Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5. I believe that's the one.
Freddy Krüger is actually a German name, but in the United States you say Freddy Krüger. How do you like the German sound to Freddy Krüger?
Well, I think it's intentional. Wes Craven, very smart, and he intended the Nightmare on Elm Street films to be a kind of dark, cautionary fairy tale. And he's very influenced by the Brothers Grimm, German. And in fact, if you watch Part 7, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, the sleeping pills are like the breadcrumbs from Hansel and Gretel. So I think it's intentional that the name is Krüger, although there's another theory that was the name of a boy that bullied a young Wes Craven when he was at school. Although I don't know if that's just a rumor or a legend or whether that's true.
As Freddy Krüger, you haunted the dreams of your victims. Did Freddy Krüger ever hunted one of your dreams? Did hunt?
Well, you know, I only had one bad experience with, Freddy. When I did the first movie, we were about a week into the shooting, and we were shooting at night. Normally in film, you like the daylight, the natural light, and you rush to use up, to get done before the sun goes down. But we were worried about the sun coming up because we were shooting outside at night. And it was very late, what they call, I think you call it here too, very late at night, the hour of the wolf, maybe 4 in the morning, 4 a.m. And I was asleep in my dressing room, and I had the full Freddy makeup on, and I had rolled up a towel like a pillow behind my head so that I couldn't smear the makeup. And I was laying there, and the only light on in my little trailer dressing room, my little caravan, were the light bulbs around the mirror on the other side. And they were on a dimmer switch electrically, and they were dimmed down to halfway. And there was a knock on the door, and when Mr. Englund, we're going to try to get this shot. And I sat up, and I looked in the mirror, and with the light bulbs around it just barely ghosting in the perspective of the mirror, I saw this old, bald, disfigured man looking back at me. And I jumped, and I kind of wiped my nose, and the old man wiped his nose, and I went, whew, it's me. It's me in the mirror. But I was totally disoriented because I forgot that I was wearing the makeup.
What happened to the
I'd
makeup?
completely forgot that it was on. No, it was fine, but I felt trapped in the makeup for a second, and I wasn't completely awake. You know, in that first few seconds when you wake up, you're kind of subconscious. And, you know, my breath was bad, kind of bad from sleeping, taking a nap. And that scared me so bad, my heart was going like this, that about to this day, maybe once a year, once every 6 months, I remember that moment because it was so disoriented to me as an actor, as a person trapped in the makeup, seeing that reflection in the glass, that I still have a nightmare about that. But that's the only one that I have. And as the years go by, it's less and less. I probably haven't had that nightmare in a year or so. But I do. I can sit here with you, Dickie, and I can think about it now, close my eyes, and I can remember what that looked like. It was pretty scary. Yeah.
Do you have a message for your German fans?
Well, I get a lot of fan mail from my German fans, and my wife Nancy and I are always about a month behind. I feel a little guilty about that. But I really want to encourage my German fans and my European fans to come to Dortmund, and let's talk, and I'll tell you about my new stuff. But bring your memorabilia. I love to see the German posters, the German movie posters, and the German stills, because they're not the same as the ones we have in the States.
What's the difference?
Oh, a complete difference. I'm always seeing new ones. I always see new ones. I saw one in Sweden this year, a great German poster that I'd never seen before, where it's just the blades tearing through the paper. And I saw a great... In Amsterdam, I saw a great Thai poster of me swallowing the actress Patricia Arquette, kind of like a Freddy snake swallowing Patricia Arquette, and it was all done in the Thai calligraphy, you know, and it was kind of 3D, kind of cheesy, you know.
Do you hang them
3D.
in your house?
Yeah, I love the foreign posters. I'm always on the lookout for one.
I can remember. Can you imagine there's like a room full of posters?
Well, I don't have a room full, but I have several. You know, I have there's one I'm on the prowl for. There's a great German poster. I think it's from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 that looks like almost like a circus poster. It's really great. And there's a Lithuanian poster that I saw that looks it's 3-strip. The graphic. There's only 3 colors in it, so it looks black and white. So it looks like the original Nightmare on Elm Street was made in 1948. Instead of 1984. It looks like we made the movie back in the 1940s before I was born. But it's great because it looks so retro. You know, I really like that one. I'm always on the lookout for that one. So fans, bring me the memorabilia. I love to see all of it. You know, not just German, but all the anybody has any other stuff, bring it. I love it.
Thank you for having you. We see you on the movie days.
All right.
We see you guys on the movie days as well. And always remember, this is your planet.
Freddy Krüger here, a.k.a. Robert Englund. Check out my original Nightmare on Elm Street glove at Planet Hollywood in Duisburg.